All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get crazy in Atlanta. Blake Viken and Jeremy Edwards on the front row. Clay Kirchenbauer and DJ the Iceman Kenner on the second row. Jacob Morgan and DP Riggins on the third row. Otto Cruz, Jaron Valley on the fourth. Pudge and Russell Worth rounding out your top 10. Swavsky starts in 11th with Richie Joplin in 12th. Edmund Jones starting in 13th. And Jeff Sheldon in 14th. Benjamin Coleman in 15th. Jeremy Root in 16th, Ryan McDaniel in 17th, Patrick Pieper in 18th, Aaron Brill in 19th, Dustin Slover starts 20th. Brian Hewitt in 21st, Dean Webb 22nd, Mike Brown 23rd, Tyler Ott in 24th. Brandon Newby starts 25th, and Darren Silva rounds out the 26-car field here tonight. Austin Minute predicting the big one. I have to agree, but when will the big one come? When will the first caution come? Things are going to get dicey out here for sure. Every race I have broadcast at the New Atlanta configuration has brought a bit of chaos and a whole lot of excitement. But every race I've broadcast up until now at this track, a yellow line rule has been in effect. That is not the case tonight. With no yellow line rule in effect, no telling what could happen. Jeremy Edwards will be starting from pit road. Kevin Gerard picking lap 15 for the big one. Austin Minute thinking there's going to be a caution on lap 1. It is possible. One car limping behind, getting off pit road. Looks like it was Newby. He'll catch up. Jeremy Edwards will be starting from pit road. And the league is 3 wide, doing a 3 wide salute. You know that this is for Swofford here tonight. They are going to extend the green to be able to give that family a 3 wide salute. So we're going to go silent and have a moment of silence for the Swofford family. You know this means a lot to Justin Swofford. This group did the same thing for me last year when my grandfather passed away. Huge shout out to Pudge and all the boys getting out here and doing this. Justin, buddy, our thoughts and prayers are with you, man. They're slotting back into line, getting too wide, ready to go. Good evening, Steve Eakin. Loretta Holbrook turning on, Loretta cheering on Justin Swafford tonight. I know Swafsky's got a big fan club here tonight. Hopefully we see Swafford back in victory lane. Steve is always cheering on Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Boo Boo out front, starting from the pole. Pace car leads them around. Lights are out. Looks like we are going to go green this time. 110 laps around this track. Hey, Lonnie, how the heck are you? Austin Minute predicting Edmund Jones for the win tonight. Edmund won last week at Las Vegas and took the points lead. Can he advance that points lead here? Pace truck drops to pit road. Blake Veakin leads. Here they come to the green flag. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at the New Atlanta. Race number 3 of the season. All the drivers coming up through the gears. It gets a little close. Dustin Slover right up by the wall. Dean Webb already making some moves. The top 10, though, still pretty much nose to tail. Blake Veakin manages to clear the Iceman into the lead. He will lead lap 1, but Jacob Morgan dropping below the white. He is going 3 wide into 1. This is not a good move. Morgan got stuck down on the bottom. He's going to go all the way to the back. DJ gets that big run out of turn 2. That got close. I knew it'd get a little crazy with no yellow line rule in effect tonight, but wow. On lap 1. Doing all right tonight, Lonnie. Why aren't you out here, buddy? Blake managing to pull back ahead. Not a lot of changes in the top 10. But toward the back of the field, Dean Webb and Ryan McDaniel starting to make their way forward. Dean started in 22nd, is already up 7 spots. We saw him just making some crazy moves to get to the front. It is really gutsy. Some of these drivers. Oh, we've got one in the wall. It's DJ the Iceman Kenner. DJ heads off down into turn 1 up on the high. They were 3 wide. He gets bumped into the outside wall. The whole field goes by. No caution. He managed to keep that truck out of trouble. But man, DJ lost a ton of ground. Oh, Lonnie, I hate to hear that, man. Jared, I have to agree this track is a bit nuts. Oh, we've got... Big one back behind. Caution is out. Lap 5. That was a bit crazy. Let's see if we can see what the heck happened in turns 1 and 2. Richie Joplin and Dean Webb both involved. Oh! A bunch of trucks involved in this. Richie trying to get back up off the apron. He just gets the left front down there. Dean has nowhere to go. Wow, chaos early. Jeremy Root, Benjamin Coleman, and Jeff Sheldon all involved. A bunch of drivers headed to pit road to top off on fuel. And guess who was not involved in this one? I think the new Punisher paint scheme might just be helping him out a little bit as Ryan McDaniel avoided the chaos. Hey, good evening, Matika. How are you? I know. Tina, I knew you'd be happy about that. I'm doing okay tonight. Pudge is one of the drivers that stayed out, and he'll take the lead. Clay Kirchenbauer now in second. Justin Swafford now up to third. Patrick Pieper in fourth. Russell Worth now in fifth. Ryan McDaniel, Brian Hewitt, Darren Silva, Dustin Slover, and Mike Brown round out the field. I know. Tina, I saw the spin out of the corner of my eye and just knew Ryan would be caught up in that one. Everybody stacking back up side by side, ready to go. I know we got a lot of fans, including Lisa, cheering on Swafford tonight. I think everybody in this group would love to see him in victory lane tonight. I know in talking to Justin this week, we've talked several times when we've been out trucking, and I know what a rough week it's been for him, his wife, their whole family. Great to see him running well here early. Pace car getting ready to drop in. Hayes truck is in, Pudge in control. He is in the zone, fires, green flag, back in the air. A close battle between Ryan McDaniel, Brian Hewitt, Dustin Slover, Darren Silva in there as well. We've got one dropping to the back. That might be a safe move here in the early going, dropping to the tail end of the field, trying to avoid the chaos. Austin, you got that completely wrong, buddy. Joey, I heard that same thing out of a few drivers tonight. This is definitely very much like driving Daytona and Talladega, but a lot more handling, a lot more, it definitely wears you out more. As now Dustin Slover is dropping to the tail end. Pudge and Swafford. Swofsky moves to the high line, tries to get in front of Clay. He clears into the high line. Now the push from Clay Kirchenbauer. Oh, we've got one in the wall. It was Ryan. He manages to save it. And no significant damage to Ryan McDaniel's truck tonight. DJ Kenner did hit pit road earlier after his incident. He is now out of the race. Richie Joplin way behind in 23rd. And Justin Swafford pulls ahead into turn 3. Oh, whoa! Clay is a little loose. It is Swafford at the line that time. Man, it got a little close there. Clay was way out of shape. All the drivers said the same thing, loose off. This truck is loose off tonight, especially out of turn 2. Russell Worth still lurking up there in 3rd. One of Russell's best runs in a while. Hopefully he can hold on to pull off the top 5 here tonight. We talked to Jaron Valley during pre-race. Jaron currently running in 9th place. He has just been quietly making his way up the points, just being consistent and smart. Currently sitting inside the top 10, doing what he needs to do. Man, none of these trucks are planted anywhere on track. Tyler Hott appears to have the best seat in the house. Let's take a ride. Watch this. Especially on the front straightaway, these guys are all over the place. Not a lot of grip out there. Getting down to the apron left. Holy cow! The truck still, despite the repaving, is bouncing around everywhere. Nobody planted. Drivers moving up, down, side to side. Did hear a few drivers talking about with this new build and on this new track with the current truck configuration, you could cause the drivers around you to have aero problems. Specifically getting drivers aero loose here tonight. Jared, I have to agree. I have yet to take on this track myself, but as many races I've called, I've never seen any vehicle planted at any point during the race. Swofsky to the lead. Hutch sits in 2nd. Whoa! Things getting really touchy out here. Brian Hewitt went way up the track in 1 and 2. That outside line appears to be falling apart, led by Clay Kirchenbauer. Clay now back to 5th. Looked like the outside line would be tough to beat here in the early going, but at this point, that outside line is fading quickly. Meanwhile, Swafford just continues to count down laps out front. Will we see a green flag stop here tonight? Meanwhile, mid-pack with all the moving around, the pack is starting to break up a little bit. Ryan McDaniel, after getting the wall, slips back into 14th. Darren Silva in 15th. Jacob Morgan, Tyler Ott, Brandon Newby, Dustin Slover, and Aaron Brill rounding out the lead lap at the moment, but they are losing touch with this lead pack. No, maybe not. Ryan McDaniel, they are just spaced enough apart. They still have the draft. Ryan McDaniel is starting to pull back up to the lead pack. He has Jeremy Edwards in his sight. Jeremy started the race from pit road, avoided the first caution completely. Great call by Jeremy, apparently, to stay out of trouble so far tonight. Meanwhile, Swaffsky is coming around in a lap car ahead. That is Richie Joplin. This could get very, very interesting. Richie is not up to speed. The pack is gaining on him. Hold your breath, folks, because I guarantee you the drivers are. Here we go. Man, the closing rate of the leaders coming around to Richie. That was, oh! Clay holds on to it. Things got really bad there. If it wasn't for Clay's real-life racing experience, as badly out of shape as that truck was, I don't know that anybody else could have saved that one. Jared Heasley makes a very valid point. The drivers were talking about this. The longer the run goes, the slicker the track gets, the less grip these guys have. As they get the tires worn down, they were only seeing about 15% tire wear over the course of a fuel run. The tires are not wearing a ton, but they are sliding everywhere. Definitely dirt tracking, Kevin. Swafford continues to lead. Pudge in second. Russell in third. Mike Brown now up to fourth. He has snuck his way from 23rd into fourth place. And a night and day difference between this time and the last time the Nowski Nation was here. We had a lot of chaos the last time they were here. Everybody doing a great job holding on to it tonight, but that outside line, it's just not going anywhere. And the leaders are about to be back into lap traffic. A lot of cars damaged in that first caution. Jeff Sheldon goes to the high side of the track, trying to stay out of the way. Oh, Sheldon got the wall. No problems back behind. Jeff Sheldon sacrificing himself there for the leaders to stay green. Jared saying it's all about the tire heat here. You are just sliding all over the place late in the run. Speaking of late in the run, 30 to 35 laps was the fuel window. We had a lot of drivers stop under that first caution. Fuel only stops throughout the field. Only a couple of cars that took tires out there. But with those caution laps early on, they will be able to extend probably around lap 40. Edmond has slipped all the way back to 17th, running side by side with Jacob Morgan. Just outside of that lead draft. Auto Cruz on the high side with the push from Jeremy Edwards, trying to take the lead from Swafford. And you see how much just that 5 degrees of banking on the front straightaway, when they just touched the apron, you saw how much it kicked those inside cars' back ends out. Things are getting wild out here. Evan Smith cheering on Darren Silva. Silva did not qualify tonight, started in 26th, currently sitting in 17th place, up 9 spots, lurking at the back of this pack. Silva, one of the drivers we saw earlier on, dropped to the tail end to play it safe for a while. We are within 5 laps of our first round of green flag stops. The real question becomes, we've got a lot of drivers throughout the pack that are going to have to get down to pit road, get down to pit road speed, coming out of turn 4. We could very easily see the caution come out because of pit stops. Will they have a successful round of green flag stops here tonight? Well, let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Joey, I have to agree with you. I did not know the Indy cars got that bad that quickly here, but I can tell you, every race I've broadcast here, anytime they've had a long run, the cars are sliding like crazy. Oh, here we go, pit stops, and they're crashing coming in. But they're out of the racing line. There is no caution yet. Auto goes to the lead, but no caution. Caution is now out, lap 37. Well, that was not unexpected, to be honest. We knew it was going to get a little dicey out here. Let's see what happened. Swafford and Pudge looking for pit road out of turn 4. Both drivers get down. Several others try and turn down and just lose it. And look at that. Pudge even goes around getting onto pit road. DP Riggins right behind where this thing all began. Richie Joplin involved. Mike Brown, Russell Worth involved. Somehow DP avoids it all. As does Jacob Morgan. And you know what? Let's take a look at one more thing here. Ryan McDaniel was not in the lead pack when the incident popped up. He was headed down to the apron for pit road, but looked like he had gotten into trouble back behind, manages to stay out, maintain the lead lap, and luck falls his way again. Joey, that's not a bad idea. Austin, time will tell. I know a couple of drivers just ran through pit road. Auto Cruz has not been in. Oh, yes, he completed a stop. Sorry, everybody has completed a stop here. I stand corrected. It does not look like Benjamin Coleman has been to pit road yet. And it looks like he has got some left side damage. He is headed in now. Waiting to see how everything shakes out here. Ryan McDaniel currently in 9th. Let's see if we can get a quick word with him. Hey Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, what have you put in the rig tonight for good luck?
Oh, man, nothing.
Well, something, maybe it's the new paint scheme, but something is working, buddy.
It is. Well, I screwed up hitting the lap before, so I blew by it, came back around, figured I'd jump down on a backstretch, so slow down so I didn't do it again. And then they popped up, was able to, I don't know. Somebody's looking over me.
I definitely say so, buddy. Great job, and hopefully you can keep that car in one piece the rest of the night, bud.
I hope so. I still got about 2 minutes worth of damage, and I got some wheel damage, but she still got some speed in there, so.
Well, man, keep it up. Great job so far, man.
I appreciate it, Doug.
They get ready to go back to green. Ryan McDaniel, still a little bit of damage, but it's still fast as he is in the top 10. Auto Cruz in control of the restart. Into the zone, Auto fires there, away, green flag back in the air. Looking through a lot of cars in the front half of this field, still have little bits of damage here and there. The drivers do have one fast repair available for tonight, but we have not, I don't think we've seen the big one yet. And these drivers trying to hold on till then as Auto goes to the lead, but points leader Edmund Jones moves to second. And pole sitter Blake Beacon has found his way back to the front. Justin Swafford, man, he is the only one that headed to pit road right as that incident happened, that came out of it unscathed. Pudge right behind him, ended up spinning. Yet Justin Swafford managed to get all the way down pit road without a problem. Auto in the lead, Edmund in third, now Blake V. Oh, we've got one diving off again, back behind. Aaron Brill just completely dropped out of the line. Not sure if he got a, but whoa! Got some guys making, we're not even halfway, and some of these drivers are making some crazy moves here. But at the moment, Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo has the nose ahead into the lead. Aaron Brill has gone to pit road. And they're going to try and get 3 wide. Oh, wow, it looked like they were thinking about 4 wide for a minute. As much as these trucks are moving around here tonight, these guys can barely get 3 wide, 4 wide through the turns. That's not going to end well. Jacob Morgan now back in the top 10 and 8. Edmund Jones, who was also way outside the top 10, now back up in the top 5 and 4th. Oh, we've got one in the wall back behind. They're stacking up. Wow, Pudge is involved. Caution is out. Caution out, lap 46. Pudge was involved in that incident. Let's see if we can see what happened to him. Pudge in the 7 car up on the high side. Oh, Ryan McDaniel was down on the apron. Came back up. Just bumped a couple of drivers and they all end up in the outside wall. 3 or 4 drivers all end up in the wall, but they all managed to save it. Minimal damage and impact to the drivers. And Edmund Jones stays out here. He takes the lead. Otto Cruz, Blake Viken, Tyler Ott, Ryan McDaniel, Brandon Newby, Jacob Morgan. A lot of the field on pit road. Darren Silver, Russell Worth, Justin Swafford, Jeremy Edwards, and Benjamin Coleman all stay out. Swaffsky has been in the top 5 all night long. What a run. But Russell Worth fighting his way up here into the top 3. He has been in the top 3 most of the night. Let's see if we can get a word with Russell. Hey, Russell, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
Hey, man. An awesome night for you. Obviously, that last pit stop didn't go too well, but other than that, man,
Yeah.
top 3 all night.
Yeah, I've been getting really lucky. Stay out of everything. Keeping my nose clean. Been a great race so far.
I have to ask, when you guys had that interesting entrance to pit road, did you get any damage in that, or did you manage to pull away unscathed?
Got a little bit, not too much.
Well, man, it was a great save, an epic recovery. You obviously ate your Wheaties today, buddy.
Yep.
Well, great job so far tonight, man. Keep it up. A great run, Russell.
Thank you.
Russell Worth now moves up to 2nd. Swafford now to 3rd. Jeremy Edwards will be up in the top 5 now as well after starting from pit road. Hey, good evening, Evan Smith. A lot of new followers on Twitch today. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to come back tomorrow morning, 11 Eastern at the latest. We are going to have some trucking again, but something really awesome is coming with that. You're not going to want to miss that at all. Angie was doing a test run earlier today, and man, it just looks great. Hey, thank you for the stars, Tina. Here we go. Pace truck is in. Edmund leads him down. He controls it. Fires. Green flag back in the air. Swafford giving him a big push into the lead. They clear Russell Worth. Russell tries to get down. Slide down into third. Oh, Benjamin Coleman drops below. Holy cow. Benjamin Coleman now out of the draft. I'm not sure if there wasn't contact there. Tyler Ott, who started at 24th, now up into 8th. He has been coming forward. Clay Kirchenbauer dropping out of line. He's going to the tail end. I have a sneaking suspicion a few of these drivers are just testing the waters of fighting their way back to the front here. Edmund Jones, though, continuing to lead next to Jeremy Edwards, Swafford, and Blake Veakin right behind. They are 2 by 2 all the way through the top 10 despite being caught in that incident. Hudge currently running in 10th. We have seen that number 7 getting out of shape a lot tonight. Hudge is sending it. Jeremy Edwards is going to lead a lap finally. And drops to the bottom to take the lead. Blake Veakin now leads the outside row with Otto on his bumper. Dustin Slover, who dropped to the tail end of the field earlier on in the race, has worked his way back up into 9th. Clay Kirchenbauer dropped back to 17th. Benjamin Coleman dropped all the way back to 18th. Darren Silva now in 19th. Brian Hewitt in 20th. Really surprised by Benjamin Coleman dropping so far back. He had fallen out of the lead pack earlier on in the race, managed to work his way back up. Does not appear to have any damage. Veakin, Edwards, Otto, Cruz, your top 3 at the moment. Veakin pushes ahead just a little bit. The outside line early in the run seems to be the place to be, but once those tires get hot and slick, the bottom line is where they all go. And Otto is pushing Blake. You can see the dent in Veakin's bumper from the push. Ryan McDaniel has had a problem back behind. Going down the fro, he gets a little bit of a bump. Manages to keep his foot in it and stay in the lead draft. Epic save by Ryan. Ryan did get a chance to go to pit road. He was there for a while getting repairs under that last caution. But I'm guessing it looks like he may have gotten a new dent on the right side after that. Beacon has dropped to the bottom line and taken the lead. Swafford has hopped to the high side right behind the 8 of Brandon Newby. The first time we've seen Newby up front tonight. Doing some quick math here, a lot of these drivers starting to see that tire wear, but they still have a long way to go on the fuel. Swafford pitted on lap 37, Jeremy Edwards lap 39, Edmund Jones 39, Russell Worth 38. Those are the only 4 cars in the top 10 that did not pit under the last caution. As Jeff Sheldon is working his way through the lead pack, trying to get back to the lead lap. He is several laps down right now, but he has still got a ton of speed. Dean Webb officially out of the race along with Jeremy Root. Unfortunately, both drivers out early. Jeremy Root is a guy that we know can get the job done. A past Road to Pro competitor working his way up through the pro ranks on iRacing, just struggling the last couple of weeks. A huge surprise out of Root. DJ Kenner also out of the race here early. Aaron Brill still on pit road. Big shock to see the Iceman out early as well. Beacon continues to lead with the big push from Otto, but Newby and Swafford continue to try and push their way on the high side, but now that they've got some heat in those tires, that bottom line appears to be moving. Jaron Valley was way wide out of turn 4 last time. We'll keep an eye on him for a little bit. This is a guy who quietly works his way up through the drivers every race and quietly working his way up through the points this season. Jaron Curley running back in 12th place. Beacon continuing to lead here. It's going to be close, but I do believe every driver can go the distance from here, or will be able to do this race on one more pit stop. As long as they can make it to lap 75, which I do believe everybody can. Richie Joplin and Brian Hewitt may be the only two that cannot go the distance on one more stop. Wow, Otto dropping back. It looked like Otto was going to try and make a move to the high side. Couldn't get the run and almost turned Blakey poo. Newbie trying to get by Otto on the high side. Otto having a struggle to keep that car down. Austin, I don't think so, but I'm looking. Dustin Slover starting to pick up spots again, now back up into 9th place. Edmund Jones, who was leading earlier, has been shifted back to, now back into 9th as Slover goes by to take 8th. That Highline just can't get the momentum. Newbie drops in when he sees an opening, leaves Swafford all alone, but DP Riggins is coming. Oh! Otto got Blake a little too much. And they're 4 wide, they're spinning off 4. No caution yet, there it is. Wow. That got a bit aggressive. Lap number 72. Let's take a look and see what happened. Otto goes up the track and gets into Swafford, and everybody piles up and heads to the infield. Edmund Jones goes around. They are briefly 5 wide coming out of 4. Pudge is caught up in it. Jaron Valley, Edmund Jones, Mike Brown, and Russell Worth caught in it as well. The whole field heads to pit road. Swafford, minimal right side damage. He has not had to use his fast repair yet here tonight. And Tina, I'm about to answer your question. The view from Ryan McDaniel's car, 4 wide, and he gets a little bit of Pudge there, but keeps rolling. I honestly thought Ryan had made it through that one 100% clean, but still looks to be okay. And look who leads them off pit road, Jaron Valley. Blake Viken now has 2nd, Jeremy Edwards in 3rd, Tyler Ott 4th, DP up to 5th. Dustin Slover, Otto Cruz, Ryan McDaniel, Clay Kirchenbauer, and Justin Swafford round out your top 10. Swafford looks like the truck is fixed. Jaron Valley appears to be headed to pit road, as is Jeremy Edwards. Ryan McDaniel's truck looks fine. Russell Worth has used his fast repair here as well. Newbie is okay. Darren Silva appears to be okay. I just noticed that Darren Silva's running an old school 80s/90s Oakley paint scheme. That's kind of cool. That was one heck of a door slam on Pudge. He is back out on track. Does look like the truck is fixed. Jeremy Edwards rolling off pit road now as well. Jaron Valley still sitting on pit road. Looks like he is getting some repairs. He will maintain the lead lap. Hedman, despite being caught in 2 incidents so far tonight, still on the lead lap in 13th as the pace car drops in. Green flag back in the air, and we do believe everybody can go from here on fuel. Oh. Tyler Ott, a little bobble into turn 1. Dustin Slover gets a little bit loose out of turn 2, comes down the track. DP a little loose into turn 3. Wow! Cold tires, hot track, first lap. Things are getting exciting. And the Punisher is on his way to the front. Beacon battling Tyler Ott for the lead. First time Ott's been up front tonight. Brandon Newby, who caught the worst of that last incident, him and Swafford both making their way back into the top 10. Wow. They can go the distance on fuel, but man, these tires, what we've seen late in the run, I don't know if they'll survive it. Beacon and Ott still side by side. DP and Dustin right behind. Auto Cruz, Brandon Newby. Clay Kirchenbauer has made his way back up into 7th. Benjamin Coleman has came back up to 8th. Those are 2 drivers that dropped out of the lead pack after that last restart. Every other driver on the track tonight was saying this truck was way too loose, except for the driver of the 28, Clay Kirchenbauer, said he thought it was tight. If anybody can save that truck, get it out of shape, make a pass, and go to the front with a car that out of shape, well, it's probably going to be Clay at this point. Tyler Ott finally clears, gets himself into the lead. Beacon now in 2nd, DP 3rd, Auto 4th, Dustin in 5th. We've seen that outside line be the fastest early in the run. Mid-run, it's the bottom, and Clay is making, oh, they're going to go into, they're 3 wide. Oh, Auto's in the wall. DP, big one in turns 1 and 2. Caution. Edmund Jones gets caught up again. Jacob Morgan is in it. Wow. They go off into the turn 3 wide. They don't touch, but man, they get close. Otto just moves up trying to avoid chaos, and everybody behind is involved. Jacob Morgan, nowhere to go. The track is just one big smoke screen. He manages to get the truck woed up. And Clay Kirchenbauer now goes to the lead. Swafford in second, Pieper in third, Russell Worth in fourth, Brian Hewitt in fifth. And just for fun, Ryan McDaniel happens to be right behind this and barely touches DP, drives on through it. I have to say, I'm really wondering, has all the bad luck that Ryan McDaniel has had in recent months finally flipped the switch? Kevin? Kevin Ardino? Yeah, that's a pretty good response, buddy. Looking at who is still on pit road, looks like Edmund is on his way out. Pudge is on his way out. Richie Joplin managed to stop and stay out of it. Benjamin Coleman is coming. Jaron Valley's back out on track. Otto Cruz on his way back to pit road, as is Jacob Morgan. As they stack back up for the restart, they'll have about 25 laps to go. I think things about to heat up even more. Yep, Steve Blakey Poo still surviving. Ryan McDaniel's still alive, and probably the one with the biggest fan club, the most people cheering for him. Justin Swafford restarts on the front row. All those Swafford fans in the stands tonight, get loud. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Hey, good evening, Robert. Yeah, that Pudge guy does get a little crazy, don't he? Truck's back to normal. He might be able to make his way forward. Otto Cruz, though, on the bottom, despite being caught up in that, had minimal damage. That bottom line is moving. And Robert wishing Richie Joplin happy 221st birthday of 2023. Because every day is Richie Joplin's birthday. Swafford with a big push from Jeremy Edwards has the nose ahead. Swafford drops down to that bottom line. Now he's just got to protect both lines, not let anybody get by. He moves back to, oh, look at this. Big bump draft down into 3. Clay gets a big run into 3 as well. Patrick Pieper right on his bumper lurking. They are starting to get aggressive. Tina, I 100% understand. And I remind my 4 girls of it every day. Russell Worth still in 6th. Tyler Ott now back up into the top 5. And outside they're going to try 3 wide into 1 again in the same result. Caution is back out. Lap 90. Darren Silva, Brian Hewitt, Pudge, all involved. We've seen several attempts at 3 wide into 1. It has not worked yet. Newbie gets bumped sideways and everybody behind catches a piece of this one. Let's check our Ryan McDaniel cam. Ryan down on the bottom as they get loose, just gets a little love tap. And I think a few of the drivers may have just incident pointed out. Kevin, it's not a bad idea. Swafford in the lead. I'm trying to confirm, but I think Ryan McDaniel may have just... We may have had several drivers just get removed due to the incident point rule new this season. Taking a look to see who is officially newly out of the race here. Looks like Brandon Newby is out. DP Riggins is out. And Ryan McDaniel out. Mike Brown also out. Well, Robert, you guys have fun with that. We would not make it through the race if I played that game. No, Tina, in an effort to reduce the number of cautions and try and clean up the racing this season, they implemented a incident point rule at the start of the season, which is why we saw so many cars disappear at Daytona during those big wrecks. I believe it was 17 points. Let me check my notes. Looks like 17 points, despite Ryan finally getting some luck on his side. That is extremely heartbreaking. I honestly thought that he had a shot at the win tonight, somehow avoiding multiple incidents. Kevin, you're kind of right. We've got some pretty good numbers tonight. Swafford, Clay Kirchenbauer on the front row. Jeremy Edwards, Patrick Pieper right behind. Tyler Ott, Russell Worth, Blake Veek, Otto Cruz, Jacob Morgan, Benjamin Coleman. Round out your top 10. Here we go again. 16 to go at the line. Swafford fires. Swafford on that bottom line in the lead. He's got help from behind. Jeremy Edwards, who helped push him to the lead in the race early on and has been pushing Swafford all night, right there with him. Hey, Jeffrey. Welcome, buddy. Caution is back out. Looks like Richie Joplin and Dustin Slover involved. Lap 95. This is coming down to a shootout. Let's see what happened. Brian Hewitt involved. Oh, three. Whoa. Oh, Richie went for a spin. Slover right on the back bumper comes and goes up to the high side. The 10 just moves up across his nose and chaos. Clay Kirchenbauer scored as the leader at the time of the caution. It definitely looked ugly, Jeffrey, and yeah, that is definitely a life flight kind of moment. Clay Kirchenbauer has the lead at the moment. Swafford in second. Pieper in third. Jeremy Edwards fourth. Russell Worth in fifth. But I can tell you, with under 20 laps to go, most of the fans tonight, most of the drivers tonight are all cheering for the 92 to get to victory lane here tonight. He has managed to keep the truck clean all night long, stayed out of trouble, avoided the chaos, kept it up front, likely led the most laps, now just needs to lead the most important one. Richie Joplin out of the race. Richie probably needs some motion sickness meds after that spin. Kevin, you're kind of not far off. With the incident point rule taking several drivers out and incidents, crashes taking several more out of the race, this is The field is getting smaller, but still 14 cars on the lead lap. Still about 17, 18 cars on track. Two long runs here tonight. One caution brought out as they came down for green flag pit stop tonight. Probably a good call, Robert. All the Swafford fans in the stands, it's probably time to give him a few more cheers. He's going to need them. He still has Jeremy Edwards right behind. Edwards has been pushing him all night, has helped him get to the lead. That family could definitely use a big win here tonight. Clay Kirchenbauer in control of the restart. We're less than 20 to go. 11 to go at the line. Green flag back in the air. Clay gets a great restart on this one. They are 3 wide going into turn 1 again. Well, they managed to back out of it and end up 2 wide. Benjamin Coleman holding on up on the high side. I think Coleman might be the only driver that has gone into turn 1 3 wide on the high side and survived tonight. Clay's got the lead at the moment with the big push from Patrick Pieper. Blake Viken now up to 3rd. Russell Worth has hopped up to the high line in front of Swowski. That outside line starting to come. Pieper moves up and almost gets into Viken. That got sketchy. Things are getting spicy up front. We're about to go 3 wide into 1. They're going to try 4 wide. Morgan backs out, drops to the apron. They're wrecking. 9 to go, caution. Into turn 1, and Viken just gets the nose under Clay. Clay gets sideways and collects pretty much everybody behind it. Pudge went for a really wild ride. Watch Pudge in the 7. He moves up high looking for nowhere to go. Ends up back in the wall, and Coleman gets him. And Swafford has to tow to pit road. His night may be done. Likely the biggest heartbreak of the night. Russell Worth also had to tow to pit road. Pudge is stopped on the back straightaway. He has had to tow to pit road. Dustin Slover out of the race now. Justin Swafford out of contention. Our deepest sympathies to that family. Thoughts and prayers are with that family this week. And, man, I was really rooting for Swowski to get the win tonight. And it looks like Swafford is officially out of the race. You know, Kevin, early in the race, we had a couple of really good runs, but the last 30 laps, it has gotten bumpy. They'll restart with about 5 laps to go. Still about 11 cars on the lead lap here. Edmund Jones still somehow in this fight, currently in 7th place. DJ Kenner out of the race. Richie Joplin out of the race. Dean Webb out of the race. Otto Cruz. Otto Cruz still in it. This is going to be a huge points night for Otto. Same for Jaron Valley. And if Blake Viken can hold him off for the win, man, it'd be a big night for him. Robert Winger calling it for Otto Cruz to pull the win off tonight. It is definitely going to be close. Great Pace Truck leads them around. It'll be 5 to go at the line. Pace Truck is in. Viken in control of the restart. Patrick Pieper on the high side. They are in the restart zone. He fires green flag back in the air. And then look at this. We're going 3 wide into 1 once again. And they are wrecking in 1 once again. No caution yet. Now the caution is out. Clay Kirchenbauer and Otto Cruz caught up in it. Lap 105. And does look like we are going to see a green-white checkered. Looks like Otto gets down on the bottom too low and just comes up, bumps Clay, they lean on each other, and both end up suffering. Otto seems to be pretty much in... Oh, well, no. He has got some right front damage. Clay Kirchenbauer has some significant damage on the sides and the back of that truck. The front may actually be okay. Otto Cruz heads to pit road, as does Jeremy Edwards. Clay stays out this time. Oh, Robert, that is mean. And if you guys want to tune in tomorrow morning at 11 Eastern, maybe earlier, depending on how the morning goes, we will definitely have some more trucking tomorrow morning. You're going to love it. We've got a big change. So you guys are definitely going to enjoy watching us get some trucking in. Tomorrow night, the HTSAI Community Convoy. All the drivers, several of the drivers here in the Nowski Nation, all those virtual truckers out there going to go out, hit the road, and do a little convoying. Sunday morning, we'll be back GT3 NSS. A few drivers out of this league will be in that, as well as BRR Sunday night. Jones BS Racing will be back Monday night as well. XCal is back next Tuesday. And of course, every Wednesday, 9 Eastern, get your Nowski Nation racing on here. Hey, good evening, Richie West. How the heck are you? Jacob Morgan in the 24 Superman car. Lines up on the outside of Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo. Who's it gonna be? Patrick Pieper, Edmund Jones, Jaron Valley, Tyler Ott, Benjamin Coleman, Darren Silva, Clay Kirchenbauer, Jeremy Edwards round out the 10 remaining cars on the lead lap. Kevin, you're probably fairly close on that one, buddy. Russell out of the race, cheering on Edmund Jones. Edmund, the points leader, sitting fourth on track at the moment. Now we're at a point where if anybody wants to move up, they have to make it 3-1, but we've seen how well that has gone the last few attempts at it. Blake fires there, away, green flag in the air. Jacob does not get going. Wow, we had a bit of a glitch there. Jacob Morgan side by side with Blake. They are coming out of turn 2. Or turn 4, rather. Here we go. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Who's it gonna be? Jacob pulls the nose ahead in the middle of 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, dead even, a drag race to turn 3. Jacob gets a big bump draft from behind. Morgan drops to the bottom. Edmund with a run up top. It gets really bumpy back behind. And out of 4, Jacob Morgan is going to win at Atlanta. Blake Beacon comes home second. Patrick Pieper in third. Tyler Ott comes home fourth. Jaron Valley in fifth. Jeremy Edwards 6th, Edmund in 7th, Benjamin Coleman 8th, Darren Silva in 9th, Clay Kirchenbauer comes home in 10th. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Patrick Pieper. Patrick, that was a wild night to come home in third. You've got to be happy.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that because I just, that first pit stop, I had to do it under green. And it was just really anxiety-inducing trying to get to the low line to get there. And I got there, and I'm really a late breaker when it comes to coming to pits. I stayed as low as I could, and somebody clipped me, and I went a lap down. And I thought that was the end of my race, but came back there at the end. And I was with Clay most of the race, and I was bumping him up to the front, so it was a little bit of a bummer to see him kind of disappear there. But that was a blast. I've never really had good luck at this track, so being able to get a top 3 is pretty cool.
Man, that was awesome. You and Clay definitely were fast together tonight, and another podium finish for you. Congratulations, Patrick.
All right, thanks a lot, Doug.
Patrick Pieper coming home in third. Blake Viken coming home in second place. Blakey Poo, that was a close one for the win tonight, buddy.
Yes, sir.
You were up front most of the night, playing it pretty clean, staying out of trouble for the most part, but man, that last restart, it looked like you had it.
Yeah, if I just had a little more help with Piper, I think I could have held it off, but seemed he couldn't get to my bumper very well.
Well, at the end of the day, buddy, you got done. You come home with a second place, a huge points night tonight, especially with most of the drivers between you and the lead out of the race, so you're going to pick up a lot of ground tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to be picking up a lot of ground.
All right, great job staying out of trouble. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, man. It was a fun race. Had a heart on the entire time. And thanks to my teammate there, Otto Cruz, helping me out most of the race.
Great job tonight, buddy. I have nothing to say on that one. Let's talk to our winner. Jacob, it's about dang time that 24 got back to victory lane, man.
I survived a plate race.
Man, that was wild. You were caught up in some, barely avoided some. I mean, it was a tough night, and you managed to stick it out, stay where you needed to be there at the end.
Yeah, man, I got up to 4 minutes of damage. I fixed it all. Never used my fast repair. I stayed in the back all night because I couldn't keep up until I fixed that damage. And here I am.
Well, man, it was an awesome job. Like I said, it is long overdue seeing you back in victory lane, buddy. Congratulations. That was a great night.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Jacob Morgan comes home with the win. Thank you, guys. Kevin, I think you might have spoke too soon because Blake dang sure wasn't. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. Everybody, y'all have a great night.